privacy policy for vendors. Is it required? Yes, no? Well, it may be very critical, but it is definitely required. Let us discuss about it in this video. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you've been watching daily updated content on data privacy. What is data privacy? My right to choose what personal information do I want to share, with whom do I want to share it, and why? What is the purpose? While defining that purpose, you also need to tell me, are you going to share it with someone else? If yes, then what is the purpose of sharing with someone else as well? What is he going to do in delivering the service that you promised me? This is also called consent management, and there's a lot of content on consent management on my channel. Data privacy gives me those rules and laws that ensure my safety if in case I see my information being wrongly used or wrongly shared with any third party. Right? What are the key essentials of privacy as such? The purpose has to be well defined. You come to me with a clear purpose, take minimum possible information, give me that confidence that you are going to take care of my rights. I'll give you a free consent. My free consent is the basic concept of data privacy, that you get free consent from your prospect or from your customer to process their personal information. Your processes should be absolutely transparent. So the base is clear communication about the purpose of collecting data, the processing methods used in collecting data, and the process of sharing this personal information with any other third party. Okay? That is what is data privacy, and that is what it is made of. How do you tell your own team how this information is to be processed? How do they plan their resources? For that you create a privacy policy document. But when we say your own team, it is not necessarily your internal employees. It is also all those third parties who process information on your behalf, information that you collected from your customers. Right? This document actually defines that. And you need to understand smallest possible things where a third party is involved needs to have a logical contract of how the information is being used. For example, if the subcontract that you have given to someone is just for sending birthday gifts to your customers, you have shared the customer details, address, phone number, date of birth with the third party. Does your contract cover the safety of this information with the third party? That is what is important to be a part of your privacy policy and a part of your contract with your third party. So how do you handle that? Who is it that whom do we call your vendors? Anyone who processes information on your behalf. You collected customers' information, or they are collecting customers' information on your behalf. Like you have those DSA agents for bank loans, right? They don't say I'm calling from this organization, they say I'm calling from this bank. So they are collecting information on your behalf. They need to follow your guidelines that are applicable for your regulations. What should be key things kept in mind when you are onboarding a new vendor? Due diligence should be done. Not only the financial background, but also the fairness background in the market. Their market reputation of being fair with their customers is something which is very, very critical, because you are giving them or sharing with them information of your customers. So that information is not your personal information. You should identify the risk associated with the handling of data. Are they keeping the data secure? So what security practices are they using? This is both digital as well as non-digital. So are their vaults locked? Do they keep paper on their desk, or do they keep it and safeguard it somewhere? What are the laws applicable to their industry, and what are the kind of privacy practices they follow when they handle customers' data and your data? What are their contractual obligations? You need to include a data protection, a confidentiality agreement. Are they going to keep the data safe? Well, they have to, if they want to follow privacy, and if no, they have to follow privacy, and therefore your contracts should have data protection clauses and confidentiality clauses. The security CIA triad should be maintained. Data availability should be there. Unauthorized usage not allowed, kept confidential. Integrity maintained, encryption, anonymization, all these things very well done. And especially if they are further subcontracting it to another third party, then again there is a need to make sure that these things are taken care of by the next third party also. What are their data handling and processing practices? Are they performing data minimization? Are they keeping the data secure? Again, the same set of things. Encrypted, anonymized. Till what are they retaining the data? Are they allowing the user to come to them and get their information amended? That's one of the basic fundamental laws of data privacy. Are they allowing data deletion? When are they doing it? If they are doing it, what are the mechanisms they are applying? Right? So data deletion mechanisms. Another key aspect to consider, what are the laws and regulations they are supposed to follow, and are they getting aligned with the laws and regulations you are supposed to follow? Are they transferring this data, or are you transferring this data to a vendor which is not in your country? If yes, then you need to follow the norms of cross-border transfer as well. So be careful on that. You and your vendors should be always available for regular audits of their privacy practices and information handling. Your customer comes to you and wants to check it. It should not be that your vendor refuses at that time that I'm not going to allow an audit. Most important thing, the incident management plan. What if an incident happens? Do they inform? Well, that's the first thing of incident management plan, that you are supposed to inform this to the affected parties. So do these guys inform? If yes, how? And do they inform the regulatory companies also? Are they very communicative? Are they well trained? Are they well aware? Are they knowing the new things coming up in privacy, the new laws and regulations? Do they get trained through the incidents that are happening around the world in their industry or other industries? Have you defined matrices to monitor their performance? If yes, how frequent do you do that performance monitoring and measurement? Is it monthly, quarterly? If it is quarterly, is there an improvement in subsequent quarters? These are very important factors that you are required to make sure that are in place when you are performing, when you are onboarding a third party as your vendor, right? And the communication method has to be very, very regular. You can't afford to miss out. Data privacy breach is very, very costly. Termination aspects. When are you going to terminate the contract? What do they do of the data when you terminate the contract? Do they delete it? If they delete it, are you sure they are deleting it? Well, they actually have to delete it from their repository. They can't be reusing it anywhere. That should be a part of your continuing obligation with them. They're not going to share it. We sign NDAs saying that if you leave the job, when you leave the job, you are not still going to share our customer information with any external agency for a minimum period of 2 years. So in that case, what is the contractual obligation or termination aspect with your third parties? When the project is over, for how long are they retaining the data and how are they deleting it? And are they ensuring that this information is not shared with any other third party? These are the few important things that you should consider when you are creating a contract with your vendors. There are benefits of having a good privacy contract. The data security, compliance, resource management, and risk mitigation are key aspects that you share with your customer when you are signing contract with them, that you publish as your privacy policy. So as is, these things are to be maintained by your subcontractors, whether heavily sensitive or less sensitive, but they have to manage it, because then only you are able to manage and demonstrate it to your customers that the privacy of their personal information is safe when it comes to your organization. That is what I had to talk about the privacy policy for vendors. I hope you liked my content. Please press the like and bell icon. Share your feedback in the comment section, and if you need any other information, any other content you want me to search from my videos or any other data privacy related content, share it in your feedback in the comment section. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get daily updates on data privacy. Thank you.